Hello, 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 my crafty friends. Welcome to day 3 of boot camp.
Happy hump day.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Woo-hoo.
Lauren, you're here.
I'm finally here.
So good to see you guys back. Day 3 here at Maker Boot Camp. We are knees deep, like literally knees deep in the Christmas crafting, my friends.
In the midst of it, going through the jungle.
So good. Who has already made something this week? If you've made something, let us know in the comments down below. We are so excited to hear from you. Both of the projects so far have been absolutely amazing, and
Yes.
you are just like getting to enjoy and honestly drink from a water hose of amazing, amazing projects. And we were talking yesterday, both day 1 and day 2 are very Dollar Tree friendly.
Absolutely.
And I want to say, within like some unique quirks, this would be actually really Dollar Tree friendly too.
Yes, if you can find the white, but really and truly, like it's the white sweatshirt. Like,
Yeah.
because Dollar Tree is a little hit or miss on their apparel.
Yes.
But when you find it at Dollar Tree, like it's good.
And what I was thinking was, you're going to see today, in case you have no idea what we're doing, Lauren is going to teach you how to work with sublimation. All about taking a picture, working in Canva, which is new for a lot of
Yes.
you. Also integrating it into Cricut Design Space. But if you're wanting to make this Dollar Tree friendly, Lauren, tell me what you think.
Okay.
I think they could, in case they don't want to cut all this out with the Cricut,
Right.
they could just go to the like the Christmas section and really get it ugly. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
If you didn't want, which we were wanting to incorporate the Cricut, if it was up to me, I would have gotten
Gaudier
like
the better.
The gaudiest stuff I would have gotten, and I probably should have, like the garland, like the tinsel garland, and given this picture a frame.
But a lot of what we do here, and almost every single project, like as an organization, we try to incorporate a Cricut element to give you inspiration. So not only today are we sublimating, we are also working with cut files, we're also integrating it all together, and we have some really big news that I'm super excited to share with you all today.
And I am super excited to share because it has been my baby.
Yeah.
For the past, couple
Few
weeks.
months, yes.
And I've really been diving super deep into sublimation.
And it's so good. Like, I got to build the base of our sublimation content that launched in our program in Maker's Gonna Sublimate last year. So that's 16, I think roughly 16 trainings when you join Maker's Gonna Sublimate. And then Lauren got to re-look at all the content and has created some updates, because as something like sublimation rapidly grows and changes,
Yes.
you have spent the last little bit.
And y'all know I love my research.
Yes. Yes.
I love my research. So I've spent the last little bit diving into what Tanner laid the foundation for, and then going back, doing my research, figuring out updating printers, because printers are always
growing.
changing, like ever changing. I found a new 13 by 19 printer,
Love
y'all.
it.
Found a new one.
It is so good.
Not near as expensive as the Workforce. Doesn't have to have a cartridge for it.
Crazy. So there's been a lot of updates. So there's 7 new trainings coming to Maker's Gonna Sublimate, which is incredible. So if you already have Maker's Gonna Sublimate, we have a date for you that will be launching, and we want you to come back 2 Wednesdays from today on the 16th of November to celebrate that.
Right.
So that's super exciting, but we have more. This all started with everyone asking me for more sublimation files that are exclusive to Maker's Gonna Sublimate.
Yay.
And we will be adding 100 new files to Maker's Gonna Sublimate, my friends. So yay!
That are exclusive to that course. Now, if you already have the course,
You're getting those updates.
guess what? You get the updates already.
But Lauren, let's say I just found the channel and I don't have Maker's Gonna Sublimate.
Then if sublimation is where you want to start, if you want to get started with sublimation, you need to hop in on this course, because if you are a new Maker's Gonna Sublimate member, you will get the cheat sheets.
We're mailing one of these to you we're giving you a mystery supply kit of blanks so that you can test with sublimation. And we're putting our favorite Maker's Gonna Learn sublimation cheat sheet in the gift. and you're getting $70 off the program today. No coupon code needed. There's a 2-payment option. There's a pay in full option. It is such a great program, and our whole promise in this program, like I like to share with you all like our heart behind why we create programs, what we do. Our promise in this program is if you sign up for Makers Gonna Sublimate, you are going to save your cost of registration simply in blanks, because we're going to help you have less craft fails, master your software, master your designing. And y'all, there's a lot to learn in sublimation.
A whole lot to learn. I even learned like what I thought I knew and what I thought I liked when I was doing my research and refilming. Now, the new videos, some of them are refilmed to be updated. Some of them are going to be brand new, wasn't in the course before. So just keep that in mind. But I was learning and growing and adapting and changing my methods when updating this course.
And what I love is the course, we talk about using Cricut Design Space for sublimation. We talk about using Canva, which we're going to introduce you to today. You're going to love it. And we also touch on free programs like Inkscape. So you get to know our I want to call it thinkology, like how we think and how we choose each software for our desired outcome. And that right there is worth its weight in gold. So today is a great day to sign up for Makers Gonna Sublimate. Just like if you haven't got our membership at the best deal where we're sending you your reference book and a mystery gift, there's limited supply for this one. Our team, I don't know if we told you all, we've added over 1,200 new square feet to our office.
We did.
We are adding kind of like a shipping department officially. So we are adding that, but there's only limited supply. So if you want the sublimation course and want this bonus, you need to get in on the course today, and then come back 2 weeks from now. Your 7 trainings will be added to the curriculum. You can get started today. They're self-paced. It's so good.
And so I love that today's project, we're actually going to be merging Canva and Cricut Design Space. So I'm going to teach you how you can print in Cricut Design Space. Not print in Canva. And then we're bringing it into Cricut Design Space so that we can actually kind of like work with both.
Oh yeah, and you're gonna love that. Like today's training is gonna be so good. So a lot of you have claimed the year membership. I do wanna let you all know we're getting closer to that 2/3 full on that bonus. So I remember there was only a few hundred available. Y'all really went and grabbed it yesterday. So if you are wanting that bonus with the year membership here at our Black Friday sale, all our process we talk about this week is Black Friday process. So the Black Friday deals are going to run from today until Black Friday, but I cannot guarantee you these physical bonus gifts if you hold out and wait. So if you want in, get it today. Let us know. We'd love to welcome you into the program. It is super fun. And you guys are going to love this project. I mean, sublimation, Lauren, how would you explain to someone that's never sublimated? Because I know there has to be at least one person here that's on the edge of like, maybe I want to sublimate, but it sounds confusing.
This is my favorite explanation, y'all. If you've been around our channel, you know that I'm a big science nerd. So this kind of merges my love for crafting and my love for science. So what sublimation is it is a dye ink. So you print it on sublimation paper. Now you can print it on copy paper. It is doable. I have found that in some instances, the sublimation paper really like holds the ink a little better.
Yes, it's formulated for it.
It's formulated for the sublimation ink. So what happens is it is a dye ink, so you can print any image you want. What you would then do is you are going to heat set it, or you are going to put it under a heat source and press it. What that heat source does is it takes that ink, it turns it into a gas. The gas then has to adhere to a polymer. So a polymer is like an artificial, not an artificial, but it's more like a man-made, what am I trying to say, like a textile or
I'm having a flashback to boot camp last year. I feel like we had the same conversation, and I wish I remembered the term you wanted.
I know. Anyway, it attaches to a polymer. So that's like Polyacrylic is a polymer. It's a plastic.
Polyester.
Polyester is a polymer. Rayon is a polymer.
Yeah.
It's like a plastic type.
And there's so many new blanks. So what you need to know, and let me just like, the science is beautiful, but like what we need to know, y'all, is it's permanent. You do I have to buy a bunch of like layers of vinyl? Do I have to buy a bunch of vinyl?
No.
You just need ink.
Ink.
Remember, Maker's Gonna Sublimate is gonna give you 300 exclusive cut file or printables, like files to work with sublimation.
Yes.
And if you're a Maker's Gonna Learn member, guess what? All of our print and cut files are perfectly integratable with sublimation.
Really?
And
all of the SVGs
all of them.
too, because you can flatten them.
Yeah, which is beautiful. But Lauren, another cool thing is we're adding things to the course that existing course attendees, like members, get for a one-time fee. So if you join the program, you are getting course updates for the future for a one-time fee, or if you do the payment plan, only 2 payments. The point, you pay in full today, you get it for the lifetime of the course, which is beautiful. And it's so fun.
One payment, you get it for the rest, the whole time. Like there's no gaps, and you always have this.
Now, we've had some people talk about printers. Printers are a hot topic. Do I join Maker's Gonna Sublimate after I have a printer? No. If you are waiting to get a printer, I want to encourage you. This course is designed for you because we help you pick a printer.
Oh, yes.
We will help you pick the printer that is best for you and honestly open up your options more than where you think you are today. So that is a really big part of the course. People think, okay, I'll get it when I have a printer. No, we want to help you pick that printer and walk with you through this journey because it's not all like straightforward. And this curriculum, again, builds off itself: printer, supplies, projects, training, software. I mean, all of it. So that's my tangent here on this Wednesday.
We had somebody ask, so how much do we pay for the update? Y'all, you don't have to pay for the update. You get free updates from here on out. Like if we decide next year, if a lot of things changes with sublimation next year,
we'll just update it.
And we want to update it again, you know what?
It's
yours for free.
We love that.
Love it.
But if you need to grab the program today, you're getting the mystery gift from us, which y'all, we don't get to send you all big things. And on Monday, like the excitement was, I feel like when there's tangible things, like it shows that like we're real people.
Yeah.
Like you get a gift. So that's super fun for me. Never in a million years thought we would be able to offer things like this to our customers. Like when I was dreaming up this company, this was not even like on the radar. This was never a dream because I didn't think it would be possible. So this is a big deal, and I think you'll love it, and it's super awesome.
But y'all, don't he show up and show out.
Amen. I love it. Oh my gosh. Well, this is something I think everyone's going to want to do. I love this take on it because I feel like it's very like personable.
Yes.
It gives it a fun like twist.
Yes.
So
let's go ahead. We're going to hop over to the craft table. We're going to go over everything that you're going to need, and then we will jump into the project because we do have a lot of cutting to do
There's
today.
a lot to do today, y'all. It's going to be good.
A lot of cutting. So
now, while you are mentally preparing, or AKA, I forgot to announce before,
you do that.
I have a giveaway winner. Okay. So yesterday's giveaway, we gave away a $100 Amazon gift card. Here at Boot Camp, we always love to give things away to celebrate. So I have yesterday's winner. Yesterday's winner was for a $100 Amazon gift card. Drum roll, please. Connie Milton!
Yay! Congratulations, Connie!
Send us your best Amazon account email, hi@makersgonnalearn.com. Our team will send you that digital $100 Amazon gift card. But let's go to Lauren, because Lauren, do we have a giveaway for today?
Yeah.
What are we giving away, Lauren? Do you know?
I don't remember.
It is a sublimation printer!
Woo! It's my favorite. Actually, I don't know. It's a good
true
one.
color sublimation printer.
So the one we're giving away today is the Epson SureColor printer. We don't have it in here because I forgot to bring it in.
It's okay.
But it has I have come to really, really love the Epson SureColor printer. It is one of those that back a year ago, this was not on the market. We were all converting Epson EcoTank printers into sublimation printers. And you want to know what? Epson's realized what they were doing, what people were doing, and they're like, oh, you know what? Let's adapt. Let's make something that we know you want. Here you go, already ready for you. You don't have to do anything else. So we ordered this a couple months ago. I have honestly fallen in love with this printer. It is so easy to use. Yeah. It's like automatic. It mirrors your images for you. Like, you don't have to mirror anything yourself. It already mirrors your image. And I've really, really loved the Epson Ink as well. Yeah. Like, it's incredible. Really good. So that is what we are going to be giving. We're hooking you up. We're going to hook you up. That is the only problem. So Ty asked, is it a large format printer? That is the only issue with this printer, is that it is not large format. It is, the largest it can print is 8.5 by 14. So you do have to print smaller, but I mean, like, you can do this on an 8.5. You could do an image like this on 8.5 by 14. I just did it a little larger because I like my sweatshirts really large. So it's not something that you have to have a 13 by 19 printer. Love it. Now we did find a new printer that we highly recommend. For the 13 by 19, it is updated in our sublimation course. I get it out of the box. I tell you where to get your ink. It is
You're going to love it. You're going to love it. But what do we need today, Lauren?
So today, what we need is, we can go overhead. You are going to need your blank sweatshirt. So we are obviously working with a white sweatshirt. Now, let me address this real quick.
Let's do it.
Because it's very hard to find a sweatshirt that has more polyester in it than cotton. But in reality, when we're thinking about a cozy sweatshirt, we're thinking cotton. We're thinking, you know. Yeah. So this is actually a 50-50 blend. We normally suggest you go 60 polyester, 40 cotton instead of the 50-50. But this works. We can go back to one and show them. This is a 50-50 blend. It still looks pretty good. The picture does have more of a vintage feel. Yeah. It's not as bright, but I really feel like because it's not as bright, it lets my little additives pop out even more. You know what I mean? Yes. So this is, you need a sweatshirt. Like I said, especially when you're working with a photo, white is going to be the best. So we are working with a photo now. Like I said, I did print this on 13 by 19 sublimation paper. However, you do not have to do it on 13 by 19. You can do it on 8.5 by 14, 8.5 by 11, whatever fits your sweatshirt. Misty, no, you do not have to use Epson ink only in your Epson printer.
So can we I just need to do a pause real quick just to clarify. So Epson ink traditionally is not allowed to be sublimation ink. What Lauren was excitingly announcing, which you might have missed, was that Epson now has sublimation ink. So just make sure that you're not confused. It's not regular Epson ink. Right. Epson now has sublimation ink similar to Hippo or StarCraft or anything like that. Yeah, I mean, all of these inks, you're going to find one that's your favorite. And we talk about in our training program, I like to say, once you have one, you're married. Like, you're going to stick with that brand. You're going to be loyal to that brand because you're going to get accustomed to how the ink prints, how the color settings line up, and all of that. But you'll learn it in the course.
And it's honestly better to pick an ink. I don't want to say pick an ink, but if you stay with for example, the Epson SureColor printer comes with the Epson Sublimation ink. Yes. So that's what I put in the printer. First of all, it's not going to void your warranty if you have that.
Second of all, Lauren loves a deal. So if the ink comes with the printer, Lauren's go use it, and we would recommend you use it too. So does Makers Gonna Sublimate teach designing your own? So we build sublimation designs together inside the program. Right. We don't teach you how to design files. We teach you the mentality you need to take files and create something amazing in programs also outside of Design Space, which you'll enjoy.
So somebody also asked, so can I use the Epson Sublimation ink instead of Hippo? You can, but I suggest if you have a specific ink in your printer, stick with that ink, because all inks have different formulas. They are formulated different. So my biggest fear is that if I had let's say I had an eco tank and it was half full of Hippo ink, and then I come in and I put, let's just say Epson Sublimation ink on top of it, like, how do I know that that's going to mix well together? How do I know that that's not going to clog my printer heads? How do I know that it's not going to, you know what I mean? So, and
if you don't like the printer ink you're using, the simple way, and like the way that you're going to cross your fingers, pray about, is you're going to use all that ink down. You're going to clean out that printer head as good as you can. Do that 2 or 3 times. You're going to do some test prints after you add in your new ink and see how it's going. You're not going to go in and do that first project and say it's going to be perfect. You're going to do some test images to really test and make sure. I would say 75 to 80% of the time, you're going to get a great result and you'll never know that you switched. There will be times that will not happen, but that's the easiest way. But we address a lot of these troubleshooting errors inside the program too.
Yep. So I have had a lot of people ask me what printer I did use to print the larger, and I will tell you that I used the Epson ET8550. But to really dive into that printer, you need to get on the sublimation course. So in this course, I do a really deep dive into that printer. So that is the wide format that we did use for this. So back to our supplies that we need. Obviously we have this, you have your printer, the printer's not on the table. You will need a Cricut Mat, Canva Mat, whichever one. This is just one that we had in here. Now, this is an absolutely great project to pull out your bin of scrap vinyl. I love this project for this because you can pull out your bin of scrap vinyl. Y'all, we have like tiny little pieces of all different kinds of vinyl everywhere in here. And this is where you can use what you have instead of going and cutting off different pieces off of your big rolls of vinyl. So you can use scrap vinyl because what we're going to be cutting is very, very small.
It's very small. Yes, you'll love it.
I've got my scrap vinyl sitting down here. The files that we are going to be using are linked below. I will go into those when we get into the design space portion of this. Now, we do have our heat source. We do love the StarCraft clamshell heat press. You don't have to have the StarCraft. This is just one that we have here in the office. I have recently we got in the HTV Ron Auto Press. I go over the pros and cons of that in our sublimation course. The Tussy brand heat press that you can get on Amazon, I have heard is great. I cannot attest to using it. I have not used it. I have seen a whole lot of other people use it and love it. It is a more economical option because this one can get a little pricey.
But we love it, y'all.
But I'm obsessed with it.
If you're going to use sublimation a lot, we really recommend this press. Like, it's a quality. Me and Lauren are both about quality product. We wouldn't recommend this and use this if we wouldn't pay for it out of our own pocket if we were just looking at ourselves as hobby crafters.
Right.
Like, we do not own a Cricut Auto Press because Lauren...
and that's something that that's another thing that I touch on in the course.
In the program.
There is no way that I'm going to pay $1,000.
No.
I'm sorry, but I'm not. I don't care. I don't care if it prints, presses, and everything for me.
Lauren,
that's
I
insane.
Just thought about it. Why are we even acting like this is an expensive press?
It's not, really.
It's really a great deal.
It's not $1,000.
Yeah. Anyway, that's our tangent on presses.
I'll get off my soapbox.
Beautiful.
I will get off my soapbox. So, one thing I do want to make sure you guys know is that this is one of the files, and we'll get to it, the file for the scarf is not linked below. It will be. We had to kind of manipulate that file, so it will be there. But go back up, say to that comment. Laura says, I wanted this sublimation program for the past year. I just decided and ordered it as an early Christmas gift to myself.
Go, Laura. Go,
welcome,
Laura.
welcome. Just once again, we're going to reiterate, you have access to it now. You can start watching it now. But just so you know, those updates will be on the 16th. Yay. There's a couple other things that I'm going to add in, and I have to review some stuff, but it will be up and ready to go, and I'm so excited.
Yay! And there's 100 brand new files coming to that course too. So woohoo!
So let's go ahead and jump into Canva. We're going to do this is honestly in Canva, this is very basic. It's not hard what we're going to be doing as I throw my butcher paper in the floor. So what you are going to do, you are going to come up here to the right-hand corner. You are going to select Create a Design. And I always like going down here to the custom size. Now, Tanner, I don't know about you. These suggested sizes, I always like creating my own custom size in Canva, because then I can really tell this program what I'm going to be printing on. So this is where you choose, you know, am I going to be working on an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper? Am I going to be working on 8.5 by 14, 13 by 19?
So for our size today, what are you thinking?
You know, I think I'm going to show them how to do it on, I'm just going to stick with the 13 by 19, and I can show you how to do it on the 8.5 by 11 if you would like. But just because I already have it pre-printed on the 13 by 19, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here to this drop-down menu. We are going to select inches, and from there we are going to type in 13 by 19, not 18, and we are going to create the design, okay?
Yay.
So this is going to give me a 13 by 19 piece of paper. Now, here comes the fun part. What you need to do next, you need to lay out your sweatshirt, okay? So we're gonna lay out our sweatshirt, and we are going to decide how large we want our image to be. So this is really going to determine, are you working with a landscape photo? Are you working with a portrait photo? So you have to kind of size your photo depending on what type it is. Is it landscape? Is it portrait? So we're going to be working with a landscape photo because I have quite a bit of people in my picture. So then you are just going to size this the way that you want it. If you want your photo pretty large, like I feel like with this size sweatshirt, because this is an extra large, we want to leave room on each size. You know, I think a 12 or 13 inch would work, but I also want to show you guys this. Here is our 11.5 mark, right here where my thumb is. Do you guys see this? Let's put something, look, we'll put this right here so you can see. And we're gonna do so it goes from the end of my measuring tape to here. That's 11 inches. That is still a very good size photo.
Yeah.
So let's keep that in mind when it comes to sizing your photo. If you are working with 8.5 by 11, I mean, you're still gonna get a very good size photo if you only do 11 inches in width.
Yes.
And let's just say 8 inches in height.
And remember, if you're using a large, a medium, that size would even look bigger on those.
Oh, if I was using anything other than an extra large, if I went down to a large or a medium, that 11 inches, the 13 inches would be way too big.
Yeah.
So it really just depends on the size of the shirt you are working with, okay? So just stick with me. We're just going to show you, like today I want it pretty big. So we're just gonna, 12, 13, and it, like I said, it's gonna depend on your picture. To upload a photo, we are gonna go over here to the left-hand side. You are going to select upload, and then you will click upload files. Here is where you can, from your computer, or you can airdrop it. You are just going to find the photo that you want to upload. I already have mine in Canva today. It's way on down here. This is my personal Canva. I don't like to clog up our work Canva with all my personal photos. So then from there you would select your photo, and I've got a couple. I think this one is the one that I use. And we're going to zoom in so you guys can see this. So this is the photo that I decided to use today. As you can see, I have a lot of like wasted space over here on the edges. What you can do with Canva is you can take this and you can edit this bottom half out to give yourself a lot more room to allow you to make the picture larger. So move that in, and I've taken off right there a lot of extra room. Like I've taken off a lot of inches. So now I'm going to be able to size this, and if you look, down here in the bottom left-hand corner where I have my thing right here, it shows you your width and your height. So this is actually going to be a little...
Bottom right-hand corner.
Did I say bottom left-hand corner?
Yeah, it's
Sorry,
okay.
bottom right-hand corner. Okay, so let's just say we're working with, let's say 8.5 by 14.
Love it.
Because our width is a little bit bigger than our height. So once again, we're gonna move this up, scoot it over. Our
Melanie
height
is asking, should I do Maker University before I go to Maker's Gonna Sublimate? So while Lauren's sizing that, I just want to address, it really depends on your mentality and your thinking. And I would ask myself this question: do I need to master sublimation first, or do I need to get more out of my Cricut machine first?
Right.
That is the question I would ask myself in this instance of which one do I need more, because we want to help you. And that's the goal of those two different programs. Maker's Gonna Sublimate will get you zero, like you could go from no knowledge of sublimation to advanced in a very self-paced environment.
Right.
Or you could get those advanced quality projects really easily at Maker U.
Right.
Love it.
So here, this picture is currently sized at, let's move this and see. So we're currently sized at 8.4 by 11.3. So you could size that down if you wanted to. This is just if it is an 8.5 by 11. So now I want to show you if you decide, hey, I just want to work with like an 8.5 by 14 size. What you can do is, if you will go up here, if you'll give me, right here, the top left-hand side, and you go to resize, you can actually resize this. So right here, my recents, I have 8.5 by 14. So we're going to resize it to 8.5 by 14.
I do that a lot.
Click resize.
Which is really cool, because if you started on a different size on your canvas from that homepage we were at, it's really easy to resize, and you don't feel married to it. So it's a great little hack.
So what that did is it went ahead and resized my image as well. So here you can see we can move this up. We can scale it up on this side, and we're looking at 8.2 by 11.1, and y'all, that's a big image,
Yes,
that
I love
still
it.
would work. That's still going to work. But what I want you guys, we're going to bring it down just a smidgen. What I want you guys to notice, this is going to be key. Key. If you do not remember the size of your picture that you print, you're not going to know what to do when it comes to the Cricut Design Space side. So once again, the size we are working with, 11.1 by 8.2. My advice to you guys is pull you out a sticky note, write that down. So we're writing down 11.1, and I'm doing this for myself too, 11.1 by 8.2. Doesn't matter what size it is, it's all going to be the same. That's what you're going to do, is you are going to you need to write that down so you keep it. Now, sorry,
we'll use
I've gone off on a tangent. Now we've got this sized. What you're going to do is you're going to go up here to the top right-hand corner. You're going to click share. We are going to download. That is going to download for us. If I click download, it will.
Yay.
Once that is downloaded, you will see it down here, and then this will pull up, okay? Now what I want to do, from there, I'm going to make sure this is selected. We are going to print this. I am going to just show you how you are going to print it. Let's just say with the Epson SureColor, because that's one we've been talking a lot about. The size we are working with is the 8.5 by 14, which is going to be, actually we're going to go down here to manage our custom sizes. So we are just going to type in 8.5 by 14. I was working with a mug size the other day.
Love it.
So we are going to, and see now it prints 100% of the image. If you go down here to scale, because I did change it to 8.5 by 14 because that was the size in Canva before. So let me show you so you understand this. We are going to go to paper size. Let's just go to, this is 8.5 by 11, okay? Look down here at the scale, where it says scale. That says 77%. So that's not the exact size that I sized it in Canva, and I want you guys to realize that. If you just have 8.5 by 11 as your default settings, it's going to scale this down to 77%. We want to make sure that our image is at 100% because that's going to give us the precise size that we put it in Canva. So,
and that's a really big part to think about, y'all. You know, when you're working with Cricut, we don't have to think about that added size. The more customization you get in any software means the more room for error.
Yes.
So making sure you set up the size of your paper on your Canva to match the size of your paper when it comes to your print dialogue, like in preview, is a really big step.
Oh yeah, it's huge.
A huge step.
Huge. So when you go, once I don't know why this says paper size mug, it's still 8.5 by 14. So we're gonna go scale to fit. This is what we're doing. Now, if you have this SureColor, what you're gonna do, because we are printing a photo, you're gonna go to color matching. This is important with the Epson SureColor series. Now, if you choose the Epson Color Controls, guys, this is going to give you a very deep colored picture, kind of more on the orange side. So if you come over here to Color Sync, that's going to give you more of a true color that you see on your computer screen, okay? So you're gonna make sure you wanna click that. I like to come down here and click the general purpose for textiles because we are working with textiles today.
Love it.
This is a custom profile that Epson came up with for this for textiles or a rigid surface if you are working with a harder surface. So I like to change that to textiles. And then you are gonna go to print. Now, before we get off of our share screen, I have already printed this, so I'm not going to print it again. But before we get off our share screen, I wanna give you a little bit more of a tidbit with Canva. So this picture in general kinda is more on, if you were asking me, it was taken in our house, so it's not got the best quality of, it doesn't look it looks more like a orangey reddish color, like it's got a tint to it.
And that could be due to a lot of the lighting in the home.
Yes.
So that's a good thing to think about.
So what I want to do is you can actually kind of edit images a little bit here in Canva, and I'm going to show you really quickly how you can do this. If you go to edit image over here, you have to have your image selected.
And I'm going to pause you real quick. What we're going to do after Lauren shares this, we have a lot of questions about Canva. So after she does, like you all start typing your questions for a Canva Q&A. We're going to do, after she teaches this, we're going to do a short, like 5-minute Q&A. I'm going to throw you some questions. Okay. We'll talk about Canva because I know a lot of you want to chat about it today.
Awesome.
So yes, go ahead.
Okay. So to edit this image, now you do only have brightness, contrast, and saturation. If you know a lot about editing image, there are so many other things, shadows, highlights, all these other things that you can work with. So the only thing with Canva is you are only working with brightness, contrast, and saturation, but it will still make a difference. So you can brighten this photo up, bring the contrast down or up, whichever you prefer. Saturation is going to make it a little more orange, so if I wanted to bring that saturation a little bit down, it's going to give me more of a true color. I think the contrast could go up some. Let's bring that brightness. You know, you can just play around with this. So let me flip it so you all can see it a little better.
And again, this is a really great way to have that customization as you all are needing to customize photos. So your iPhone photo may be overexposed. You can bring down that brightness. You know. So let's go. I love that.
Let's go back to 0. So I'm afraid you all may not have been able to have seen this very well where we were at where it was sideways. So this is the original image.
Love it.
Doesn't look terrible. Could look better. So you know, we're getting there. So you can work with this, bring the brightness down, you know, that's gonna make it a little darker, but when you work with your contrast and saturation, it can bring it up or down. So we're gonna bring this brightness up right now. Let's bring the contrast. I don't know. This is where you can really work with, decide what you like. Decide if you like dark and moody photos, if you like light and airy photos. There are also some filters here if you wanted to put some filters on it. Ooh, that looks terrible. Let's just go back to no filter. Is there a way we can go back to no filter? Nope, that's the intensity.
I love it.
So we'll bring that back up. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to hit back because I don't want a filter on this thing. Okay, so now we're back to original. So you can work around with this, make it however you want. So yeah, that's just a little bit,
let's
tidbit of
touch
information.
on some questions, Lauren. Is this Canva free or Canva Pro?
We are working with Canva Pro.
So you're working with Canva Pro.
Now,
That's a great question.
Let me see if I can. I know in some instances you can change back and forth from Canva free to Canva Pro.
I don't think any of the features that Lauren took advantage of, they usually have like a little graphic beside it to show that it's Pro. All of the things she did today are very basic. Editing the image is very basic and included in free Canva. Resizing, all of those basic things are, I would say, just regular. So no worries, Lauren, you're good.
Okay. Well, I know, like I said, in some different things you can go back and forth between. Yes. Like the free and pro and
we
business.
We have another question. Okay. Will an iPhone photo be too pixelated to use?
Y'all, that photo in there is an iPhone photo.
Beautiful.
It was not even an iPhone.
Really?
Yeah, so it's not even
That's
like
crazy.
the best quality. And you can see this is, I mean, that's how it printed out. It's not the absolute best quality, but
love it.
It works.
Okay, so Donna was saying that resizing is a pro feature. So the resizing after you create your canvas is kind of like that bonus feature. So that's why Pro is so appealing. So it's not permanent. But if you know whatever printer you're using, and we kind of teach this in the program, whatever printer you're using, set your canvas to that size or use that size. And then Lauren doesn't like to waste paper or anything. So she puts, I've seen it, she puts a lot of images on that one sheet so you can kind of fill it up. So if she's doing just a small picture for a smaller shirt, there's extra room, you don't waste that paper.
Oh, honey, I don't waste nothing. Waste not, won't not. Yes, Janice said that teachers and nonprofit get Canva Pro for free. That's actually how I got Canva Pro for free.
No way!
Yes, because in my past life, I mean, in my current life, I'm still a teacher. But yes, that is how I got Canva Pro for free, is because I not only worked with the state, but I was a teacher. So
that's
yes,
awesome.
Teachers and nonprofits do get Canva Pro for free.
Now, someone asked, is Canva better than Design Space?
So it's different. It's not better. It's not worse. It's completely different.
I love it.
Canva is, especially if you have a craft business, Canva Pro is definitely one that I would invest in, because you can go in there and create infographics. You can create graphics for different things. I'll scroll down and I'll show you like some of the graphics that I created. This was like I said, back in my old life. You know, for example, I created this graphic on instructions on how to make a certain craft. So, I mean,
I love it.
You can do so many different things with Canva Pro.
So if you're here and you're like, Tanner, where do I get more Canva training at Maker's Gonna Learn? We have, if you're wanting to do your brand and selling things, we use Canva a little bit in Design Make Sell, so that's fun. But we also use Canva for sublimation and go into specifics of how Canva collaborates with your sublimation in Maker's Gonna Sublimate.
Yes.
So those are our two. If y'all want and you're like, Tanner, I need more training, that might be something we could do inside the membership or give additional to each program. So just let us know.
And yes, you can do mockups in Canva. Mockups are so easy in Canva.
We love it.
If you have a business and you want to do mockups, Canva Pro is it.
It is awesome.
Because not only can you upload your own photos and add take a picture of a white sweatshirt laying on this ugly tile and have like a background that you've already taken a picture of. remove the background off the white image and just a white shirt and lay it over that background. Like there's so many different things you can do with it.
Yeah, so it's so good. And we touch on a lot of that, especially the mock-up side, like inside of Design Make Sell.
Yep.
We are adding, I believe, 20 to 30 mock-ups, which
I
is
thought
crazy
it was more
cool.
than that.
It might be. Sadie might have to step in. How many mock-ups?
How many mock-ups do we have so far?
It's over 20.
It's probably
Well over 20.
It's probably like
50 mock-ups, y'all. We started and we just haven't stopped.
Yep.
So those are coming to the program too. Design Make Sell links are down below if you need the program.
Somebody did ask what are mock-ups. So mock-ups are, I love this question. Mock-ups are images of blank design, like blank shirts, blank mugs, blank signs, blanks. Mock-ups are images of blanks where you can take your design, whether it be in Canva, Cricut Design Studio, or Design Space, Design Studio, Silhouette Studio, literally whatever design software you have, take what you have created and then take that image and put it over top of your mock-up so you can see what it looks like in real life.
Yeah, for example, like we'll take a picture of a shirt, and that will be a free mock-up, but then you could take like one of the 2000 Christmas files from Makers Gonna Learn, and you could put that on the shirt and say, hey, did you guys know you could choose from any of these shirts? I'll make them for you, and they would get that. But the best part is, y'all, you didn't have to spend the money to make the shirt as a sample. You used the mock-up to keep your costs low and your profit high, which we teach in Design Make Sell.
Right. Now we did have somebody ask, in Canva, can you add the hats and scarves and pictures itself and not use vinyl? You can.
You drag and drop them files into Canva.
Exactly. You drag and drop and resize and all this other stuff. I just wanted to give more of a 3D effect with my shirt. So that's why I did it this way. And I also wanted to give those that may not have sublimation an option, you know, to use your Cricut. Now, this is also something, if you don't do sublimation, you could do this on printable HTV.
Oh, yeah.
And put this picture on and then put all the other stuff on top of it. So this is not just, I mean, it's more, we are teaching sublimation today, but it can be done without sublimation, okay? So let's get back on track with our...
Thank you for that little Q&A, Lauren.
Absolutely. I am here to answer y'all's questions. I'm so glad that I was able to. But we'll get back on track with our project. So here we have, I just did my little giddy up. Didn't mean to do that. Just come out. We have our image that is printed. You can trim the edges. You don't have to. We're just going to trim it really quickly. But remember, we had that size. Actually, I'll trim this here in a minute. We're going to jump into Design Space. Okay, remember we talked about the size of the image. So we're going to minimize this. Whoo, we got a lot going on here. Let's get all this off of here. And then we are going to come in here to Cricut Design Space. And I'm pretty sure...
Okay, y'all, you are loving learning about mock-ups. How incredible is it? I mean, guys, you think you have something that you've learned it all here? No, we always have more. And that's the cool part. Like, boot camp literally happened by accident over a year ago. And to spend a week together doing top-notch projects, like, it's just so fun. So, Lauren, how is Design Space doing for you today?
I'm having to log into our work Design Space.
We were creating a new one for a video prior. I apologize. Well, you can come back to me and we'll do Q&A so we're not looking at the share screen or something while we're getting in there. So yes, exactly. You don't have to make a bunch of tumblers or anything like that. And I do want to let you guys know, if you're brand new here and you're like, I love all this, but it's a lot, right? The #1 way to get started in our community is just a membership. Makers Gonna Learn membership. We have our Cricut reference guide where you will get as soon as you join your membership, use the coupon code BEST, get that deal. You're going to get a printed book and you're going to be getting a mystery supply gift for our Black Friday deal. So it's the lowest, it's so good. Lauren, let me see if I can pull you that password real quick. I know we are trying to get that password. Let's see if I have it on my I have a little vault on my computer. So it is the...
Oh, I see what I did wrong.
Yeah, it's the all lowercase, all basic, simply...
I saw what I did wrong. I got it.
Woohoo! So, how much pressure do you put sublimation on a t-shirt? We use pretty firm pressure because we want to use a hot temperature, and things like that. So fun! Love boot camp! Yay!
So, where did I order my Epson SureColor? I'm pretty sure I ordered it through lexjet.com.
Yes.
We might need to contact them and see if we can get
Yeah, right. I love it.
We have every sublimation printer that we have ordered has come from LexJet.
Yeah, we love them.
I think we've ordered like 10 since I started using the SureColor.
Yeah, we love it.
Okay, I'm trying to pull up my project so we can get this one pulled up. I should have done this earlier, so I apologize to you all. We are going to, it should be right around here.
Yay.
There
Now,
it is.
if you're not sure you're getting the bonus gift, email customer support hi@makersgonnalearn.com. Today's a great day to go from monthly to yearly. You're going to save $89 going yearly today compared to being monthly for a year, which is incredible. And you're getting that free gift. If you're considering our membership, the year membership, you get a summit that's exclusive for year members. We had so much fun at our last one. You get the lowest price, you get the free gift sent to you, which is so good. You're gonna love it, and so much more. So yay!
Okay, so what we're going to do is what I have done here, and this is a lot for me to go in and hide, but I'm going to show you guys how I did this, how I designed it, how I added these little guys in here. So what you're going to do is if you go over here to upload, we are going to upload your image. I already have my image in here somewhere, so we will find it because it is not on this computer. So here is the picture that I used. I'm adding it to Canvas. We are going to rotate it, I think 270 degrees. Perfect. We're going to bring it over here to the side. Now here is where you have to remember your sizing. So on my sticky note, I had that we were sizing that other one. I think it was 11.1 by 8.2. However, the one that I already have printed is going to be 13.5 by 10.5. So we are right at 10.5. Actually, we're gonna go 10.5 in height, and you can come up here. So we're gonna go to height. We're just gonna keep it locked 10.5, which should give us wrong. It's because it come in sideways. We're gonna go here to 10.5. I love using this feature. So this arm automatically puts it at 13.5, which is what I told you guys. I love using the size feature and converting my measurements into decimals. That way I don't have to up and down and guess. Now sometimes I do that, but anyway. So we are going to be adding in our little like reindeer antlers, top hats, Santa Claus hats, all of the good stuff into this image. So what we're going to do, you will upload the files that we're going to be doing. Let's go look at them. We're going to go over to makersgonnalearn.com.
And remember, guys, we are launching 1,000 brand new cut files tomorrow.
Yeah.
1,000 new files. If you're considering membership, we can do all your Christmas crafts together, and we're gonna make a handmade home because we have over 2,000 Christmas files. I mean,
yes.
Christmas is big here.
Huge.
Over 50%
Huge.
of our amazing, things you get inside the membership definitely help you do your Christmas.
Now, what you could do is you could go to our Christmas files and really just kind of browse what you want. You don't have to use the ones that I'm using, but we have so many Christmas files that you could use, but we'll just go ahead and I'll show you which ones we're gonna be using.
Whoa, Melinda's on the fence. Melinda says on the fence, had everything filled out, just didn't hit the enter button. Melinda, hi, my name's Tanner. I started Makers Gonna Learn in 2017 to give you 3 things that you need here to craft. You need education, inspiration, and motivation. We have over 13,000 friends that are gonna be your instant BFF, the community, and I wanna send you your free gift. So I've pulled out everything I can do. I've pulled every lever to make this possible with our entire team to give you the best deal this Black Friday.
Right.
So if you want that, and I hope you want that for yourself, I wanna help you master your machine. So get in there, get the program, and I cannot wait to welcome you. Remember that free gift I talked about, there's only limited supply left. So you only have, probably less than 100 seats left, possibly. I haven't checked the number today, but yesterday y'all were claiming them like hotcakes.
Oh yeah.
So definitely grab that, Melinda. Don't wait on the fence because you don't want to miss out, and you get instant access. So as soon as you hit that submit button, you're in.
Yep.
So I love it.
Okay, so the reindeer antlers that we're going to be using comes from Reindeer Wink, and I just realized what time it is. I'm just going to tell you the rest of them. The top hat is actually just called top hat. The nose, as you can see over here, the red nose also comes from Reindeer Wink. The little Santa hats actually comes from the mermaid. If you'll just, we'll add this to Canvas and I'll show you. So same goes, this is going to be important with the mermaid and the top hat. Now the Reindeer Wink, all you have to do is ungroup that one. You can have the nose and the reindeer antlers and you put it on your images. The snowman nose, the little carrot nose, came from the file called Melted
Lauren,
Snowman.
I know we're at an hour mark, but I feel like it might just have to be, I have nowhere to be.
I don't
so
either.
We can take it nice and slow and make sure that we walk them through like at least two so that you all feel really confident. Because it's actually really easy. Like this is, you're gonna love learning, and you can take this one training and apply it to all the other ones. So it'll be super cool. Like,
so we will go
love
here, and you know what? I'm just gonna type in reindeer because I know we already have it downloaded.
So if you're on the fence saying, you know what, I don't know about membership because I have to upload every file. Did you guys just see that Lauren was able to pull in a file she uploaded like weeks ago?
Let me do it one more time.
Like,
for
look,
you.
you can search through, like you only upload the file to your membership or your account at Design Space once, and then we have 6,500 images on our account that we can go look at. So this is really cool about our membership. You upload it once, you get it forever.
Right.
And that's different than Cricut Access. Cricut Access is like Netflix. When you cancel Cricut Access, you lose access to the files.
Yes.
If I canceled my Maker's Gonna Learn membership today, Lauren.
We still have 6,500 images on our Cricut that we can use whenever we want to.
That's a blessing. Because we know times can get tight. We know that situations change. We may craft a lot this year, but next year we might have to take a break.
Yep.
So if you're thinking about that best deal, we're one of the few memberships that if you invest in us and then you have to take a break, you still get something of value, which is kind of like hush hush. Like y'all are getting like this is just a fun time. Like I love it. Such a great chat.
So I'm going to show you one more time. I know that the snowman file is melted snowman. So I'm just going to search melted. Boom. Looky there.
Boom.
There it is. Add it to Canvas. We're going to do another one. We're going to do the Santa suit. Once again, I know it's there. We're just going to go to view all, and I'm just going to type in Santa. And you want to know what it's going to do? It's going to pull it up right here. I'm going to add it to Canvas. And here are all of the files. Now, I feel like we've got a lot going on here. Okay, so I just want you to stick with me. There's one more, the top hat. Let's just go ahead and go back to uploads. Now, you can click multiple of these. So if I just wanted to, instead of searching them all, if I wanted to add multiple at a time, I can click this one, and then I can go to Command and click another one. So I can add multiple files to my canvas at the same time. So we will just go to, you could also use this snowman file if you wanted to. I think I used the melted snowman just because it's really, really small images, and I didn't want to take a chance in cutting those little grooves in the snowman. So we're just going to search top hat. Once again, I'm not going to go looking for it. This is the one that I used. It is called Top Hat on the Maker's Gonna Learn website. We are going to add it to Canvas. So here we have our top hat, our melted snowman. We have our reindeer wink. I'll put this guy over here.
And if you guys have never used Contour, this is probably going to be like a great lesson for you all to learn how to use Contour or Slot, all of these different tools. It's going to be great.
So here, let's start with our mermaid. I had her selected. If you go over here to our layers panel, you see that her hat and her body are separate. You want to know what I'm going to do? I'm going to click her body and I'm going to hit delete. Y'all, I have a hat.
Woohoo!
I kind of have a hat. So let me show you what I did to create the white portion inside this hat. So we're gonna zoom in here so you can see it really well. We're gonna right here to our little Santa hat, okay? So we have our Santa hat. I want to put it over top this picture so you see that it doesn't have, like it looks like it has white inside, but it doesn't. If I was to just cut this out,
cool.
it's going to be like this. So what I want to do is I want to go to my offset function. Now I don't want it that big. I want to do about like a 0.1.
Love it.
And that's literally going to be pretty much the same size as your red Santa hat. And you're going to click apply. Now, it doesn't look like much, right? Wrong. What we're going to do, we have offset selected. We're going to go over here to contour, and I'm going to hide all contours. Y'all, look what it does. Now you have your white, which is black right now. We're going to go in here, change that to white.
Ooh.
Now you have the white portion of your Santa hat.
I love it.
How simple was that?
That's awesome.
Let's do that again, and I'm going to show you how you're going to do it because I did the same thing over here. Now, one thing I want you guys to know, if you go to move this Santa hat without selecting both of your layers, you're just going to move that red portion, okay?
Yeah.
So before you move that and resize it, if you'll just select both of them, and you can work from your layers panel, you have your offset and your mermaid, the Santa hat. If you will just attach them, or yeah, nope, you're not going to attach them. We're going to group them. We are going to select them both. Oh, once again, we're selecting our offset, and we're going to group them together. Now, the reason you're not going to attach them is because when you attach them, they both turn to the same color. We're actually going to be cutting them separate. We just want to group them so we can resize them. So you are going to have a white layer, and you are going to have a red layer that you're going to put on top of each other. Does that make sense? So let's do that again with our top hat. So once again, we have our top hat over here. You can see we don't have any like black behind it. And I wanted this like little gray. So we have our top hat selected. We're gonna go to offset. I already had this at the 0.01. We're going to click apply. Looks like nothing happened. Layers panel. Make sure you have your offset results selected. Come down here to contour, hide all contours, and boom.
Wow. I mean, you all are getting sublimation and you're getting Design Space Advanced training today.
Yeah.
How about that?
We're going to change that to gray, and then I want to change my top hat to black. Really doesn't matter. I just liked having it the colors that I wanted it. We are going to have both of them selected. We are going to group, not attach. Attach makes them both the same colors. We just want to group them because, once again, we are layering them. So we're sizing that guy down. So our hat and our top hat are ready to go on whatever person you want. So now we're going to work with our snowman function, our snowman cut file. This one does have all of the layers. Y'all, if you'll just click the melted and command and click the snowman, watch.
Wow.
There you go. I have my snowman nose ready to put on whoever I want.
Which is, this is another part, like we say we have 7,000 cut files, but if you really start adding up how you could take one cut file, turn it into 3 or 4 cut files, like y'all, this is so good.
Yes.
Like being able to have this knowledge, you're gonna be able to take it and take it to every project. Like you can do so many cool stuff with this.
Now this one, I wanna show you a different way to get basically the same result, okay? So this one, we're not just gonna delete out different parts. What I wanna do is I wanna come up here to the top and I want to ungroup. Now the reason we're ungrouping is because I'm not just deleting out everything except for one thing. Now if you wanted to duplicate and do that, you can do that, but this might be an easier way for you guys. Once again, there are, as my granny used to say, there are 100 ways to skin a cat. This is just another way to get to the same result that we are wanting, okay? So we are taking this. We don't need the Merry Christmas, nor do we need the little wink eyes. So I'm gonna come up here to ungroup. Now, all of these portions are separate.
Yes.
Now all I have to do is come in here and delete this and delete the wink, and then I can manipulate the nose and the antlers separate. So if we go back, and let's just say I did it the way that I did the first time before I ungrouped it. So now they're all grouped together. And if I come over here to our layers panel on the right side and I selected the wink and then I hit command and select the Merry Christmas and deleted them out, that's great. But guess what? the nose and the antlers are still together, and
Woohoo.
they don't really fit together. So that's why I come up here to ungroup, so we have our nose separate from our antlers.
How about that?
So like I said, there are so many different ways that you can do this. This is just a couple that you can. Now, the Santa suit, all I did was resize it.
Love
and that's it. And put it on cute little Landry here. So then after that's done, you are going to take your different, we'll go over here to this side. You're going to take your different elements. You can rotate them. So we have our Santa hat selected. You can rotate. We're going to put it on Blakely's head. We're going to size this down. And then you can also, we're going to duplicate it so it'll come in over here. And maybe I want the little top of the hat going the other way. All you have to do, come up here to the top, flip it horizontally, and then the hat is going the opposite direction. So you can place it on other people's heads. I don't even remember where I put all of this. We've got our top hat here. Size it down, place it wherever you'd like it. Your reindeer nose and antlers. So that is how you're going to do that. It's very simple. Bring it in, resize it wherever it fits. And y'all, that's it.
Amazing.
And we got to this. This is our final product. Now, the thing that's going to take you the longest is placing all of this stuff on each individual person.
But HTV, I mean, it's going to allow you to stick it.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to allow you to like easily move it around and make sure it's perfect, just like it is on the software.
Yes. So I'm going to make sure that this one is sized the way that I want it. I think I said it was 13.5 here. So look, all of these are different layers. All I did was select every single one of them, okay? And come up here and change the size, and then that sized everything the way that I needed it.
Wow.
So if you can't see and you want to make your image a lot bigger, you can do that. And then once you're done placing everything, select it all and then type in your size, you can do that, or you can size it before you start.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That is going to be your preference, okay? So once we have finished that, there are a couple things that you can do. You can go ahead with everything selected, come up here to flip, and flip it all horizontally, which automatically mirrors everything.
Ooh.
Or you can go into each mat and mirror them all separate. But we've got a lot of colors going on today. So we're just going to go ahead and flip this all horizontally right now.
So you're not going to have to press that mirror button 7
I do not
times.
have to press that mirror button for each mat.
Wow.
We're just going to go ahead and mirror it. Now, some of these, it really doesn't matter. Like the antlers can go either way. The reindeer nose, it can go either way.
Yeah.
Because it's a pretty symmetrical piece. The circle doesn't matter if you mirror it. But we're just going to go ahead and cover our bases and mirror everything. Okay?
Love it.
Now, because if I go to make it, our Cricut is going to tell me that this is incompatible because this picture is so large. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to scroll down to my picture and I'm just going to hide it. And there we go. We have everything that we need. It doesn't have to be fit like this, so we're just going to go to Make It.
Love it.
We are going to be doing this on the mat. Everything will fit on a 12 by 12 mat. We're going to go to Continue. Here are our, oops. You want to know what I did? We're going to zoom out. I forgot to get rid of this Santa hat.
Amazing.
Because I remembered I only needed 3. So I got rid of everything that I did not need. And wherever that is, there it is. We're going to go to Make It. Definitely make sure that you have chosen which machine you are using. I've done that a couple times here recently where I have Maker 3 chosen and then I'm working with a Maker or vice versa. So we are going to click Continue, and this is where our vinyl is going to come into play.
Right.
Now, I did not have all of this pre-cut. Not a big deal. We're going to cut this as we are sublimating, okay? So if we want to go ahead and go overhead, We're gonna be working with the white first. If you have worked with HTV, you know shiny side needs to go down. If you're new and haven't worked with HTV, make sure your shiny side goes down on your mat. This is a brand new mat, so it should hold it very well. We're just going to place this down. Because it is a new mat, I don't have to do a lot of burnishing, so I'm just gonna come over here. We're going to add this into our Cricut. And then we are going to continue.
Look at this. Everybody's loving it, Lauren. Everybody is so excited.
Please
we
tell
are
me we
putting
are connected.
HTV. You are connected, or you should be. I was connected earlier.
I know.
We are putting HTV on top of sublimation. So
There
some
it
of the
is.
questions have been, wait, could I put these cut files over top my photo in the Canva and then just do one print? Yes, that's a beautiful thing about Canva
Yes.
and sublimation, but we wanted 3D, we wanted an extra look. And for a lot of us here today, we have went over a lot. So I want you all to remember, you can rewatch this, go to the areas that you want to really master. It could be design space focused for you today, or it could be Canva focused for you today. Like that's the two big focuses we've had in today's training. The rest of this is working with our scraps. It's actually sublimating on our shirt. Like this is where we get to do the fun stuff. We've spent the last hour and 15 in the software, in the programs. So now we get to put pen to paper, right? Like we're really getting to it.
Yeah.
So it's super, super fun.
So,
You could also, yes, if you do not have sublimation, not interested in it, do this whole process, replace sublimation with your print then cut heat transfer vinyl.
Yes.
Your printable heat transfer vinyl.
Yes. Okay, so our Santa hats are cut out. Next up, we are going to be working with, which one are we working with? The top hat. So we're gonna do black HTV.
Woohoo!
Got some right here. We're just gonna put this bad boy up here in the corner. Once again, working with scrap vinyl, y'all, it don't matter. We got it here. We're gonna place this in here. And then it's just a rinse and repeat process. So let's go to one because now we're really gonna focus on the sublimation portion of this, okay? Multitasking at its finest.
Yeah.
So I am going to be working with our heat press. It is set to 385 degrees, okay? 385. What I'm going to do is I'm going to place my shirt in here, and I'm actually going to move this Teflon sheet really quickly because one of our Teflon sheets somehow got some sublimation ink on it. I don't know how, so especially when I'm working with a white shirt, I'm just going to make sure. I think I like working with butcher paper, new pieces of butcher's paper each time, especially with white.
Yeah,
Because
I prefer getting to use butcher's paper because I'm not risking it for the biscuit with any type of Teflon sheet that could be exposed to the ink. It's just not worth it for me. So
Right.
we pretty much primarily use butcher's paper. And an additional reason for butcher's paper is that it will get out any additional moisture in your shirt, which is great.
So I'm actually going to place my butcher paper down, and I'm just going to give this a pre-press. I have been working with a lot thicker material, so we're going to adjust our pressure. That's too tight. This is another good little tidbit of information. If it's too easy to clamp down, it's too loose. Like the first time it was too loose. This, too tight. So we're going to loosen this up, loosen the arm up. Still a little too tight for me.
Guys,
Perfect.
all the supplies today are linked down below. I'm seeing like, where do you get your sweatshirt? Where's this? Where's that? The supply list is in the description. You can find direct links to our cut files, direct links to all of our material today, our printers, all of these things are available to you. We spend time to build these supply lists, and when you use those links, they're affiliate links, so that supports what we do here as well. Maybe you can't afford one of our programs or ready to invest in it. I highly recommend they're best deals ever. But if you're wanting to support us additionally, you can use those links. So
Yes.
really great. They're not all affiliate links, but some are. So,
okay.
Yay.
So this is where you can tape down your design, whatever. Once again, if you all have been around here, you know that I'm obsessed with the Condi Dye-Trans Pro Spray 2. This is a sublimation adhesive spray.
Ooh.
I'm obsessed with it. Give it a good shake. Hold your image out. Light spray over your image. And then it's going to adhere down, and it does not move.
Amazing.
Does not move.
That is so cool.
See, I mean, like it's on there.
Oh, wow.
I'm obsessed with it.
That's like a pro. Like you
Yep.
really want to make sure you're getting the best project. Like that's great to have.
Yeah. So we are pressing at 385 for 50, 60 seconds.
Yeah.
So we are going to press this down.
And I think someone asked, like, what's the hack to find the right pressure? It's firm pressure, period.
Yeah.
Whatever you deem firm pressure. It's not a science. It's what's happening is you just need the heat to be on it. So technically, if it's hot enough, it just sitting there with an easy press would work. And we also get questions from friends that don't have a big press but have an easy press. I recommend, if you're wanting the most flawless project, you want to only do sublimation projects the size of your heat press. Because if you can do one press, that's going to give even distribution of heat, which means even colors, okay? If I had to do a 9x9 press and press 4 times, you run the risk, not always, of having uneven distribution of ink because certain areas in the middle would have got hit 4 times while the edges would have been hit once.
Okay, I went ahead and pulled it up because I know I didn't have this set for 60 seconds. It's actually set for when we did the other stuff, but y'all, ooh.
Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Love
beautiful.
it.
Beautiful.
Love it.
Love
Okay,
that.
so we're gonna push this guy out of the way and we're going to continue cutting because we're just now on the bottom half of the top hats. Now this time, go back to design space. This time we are not working with everyday iron-on. I'm actually changing this to glitter. So we're just going to type in glitter, and this is glitter iron-on. Y'all know me, I don't trust a lot of things, so we're going more pressure with this one and then hitting play. Now we know our next color is going to be red, so I'm going to have that ready to go. And then I'm going to cut this so we can weed our hats.
I love it.
And then what I'm gonna do, because we are running a little bit over, I'm just gonna place a couple of these on. I'm not gonna place every single one of these on, but I definitely wanna place one that we are layering so that you see the difference. See what I mean, how we're gonna layer these.
Yes, and if anyone's here, again, I just want to reiterate, I know a lot of us think we have to have a sublimation printer before joining Maker's Gonna Sublimate. If you do not have a printer, that's an even better reason to join. I want to help you pick the best printer, and you'll do that inside the program. You're getting a free gift today when you join. You're getting it $70 off. There's a possible payment plan if you need it, and we're sending you a free gift, but limited on availability, so there's only select available, so limited. So grab it if you need it. Membership is always the first step for it, for you in this journey here. Membership is your foundation. If you don't have a membership, our Black Friday deal grandfathers you in at that price. So if we raise our rates next year, you're locked in.
Yes.
And then sublimation is a great one to add on. The membership will teach you how to master your Cricut, and then any other program complements that journey.
Okay, I want to show you guys a little hack real quick. So for some reason, our red noses and our red hat must not have been the exact same red. And I'm just now noticing this. So what I'm doing is I'm going back, I'm clicking on my noses, clicking on the 3 dots, moving the object, and moving it down to our hat mat, okay? Hat mat, that sounds, it's a hard one. So once again, we're moving our objects down to the red. That's gonna be the same as the hat, so that's less that I have to cut. So now I'm just gonna move my hat down here. We'll move him down to about right here, move this guy over, and then move him over.
Lauren,
okay?
I just realized that you replaced the heat transfer tape
Yeah.
with spray.
Yeah.
I thought,
I
oh
didn't
my
use
gosh.
any tape.
Wow.
No.
And it came out beautiful.
Yeah.
That's so neat.
So that spray, that adhesive spray, changes the game with tumblers. I promise you.
So you tell me that you still use tape.
No, I do not use tape for my tumblers anymore.
Wow.
I do not use tape.
Y'all got to get this update of the program.
There are some instances where, for some reason, there's still a little bit of gap on my tumblers that I may use like one little piece of tape to secure it down like to the top or the bottom.
Wow.
But with that and I've started using a silicone wrap.
Ooh, we love the silicone wrap.
A silicone wrap for tumblers instead of, I know we have preached shrink wrap, and I still, if you get a good shrink wrap, use that good shrink wrap, but
yeah,
y'all, I almost set this place on fire.
Oh my goodness, so much fun. This is a good one. This is so unique, and you're going to use a lot of this training in so many different ways, which we love it.
So once again, while that is cutting, I'm just going to be weeding some of our little images, and I'm definitely going to do the Santa hats because I know that we're fixing to cut out the top layer of this Santa hat. So we're going to layer this HTV. I'm going to pull out my trusty little...
Will you show them their cheat sheet too that they get printed and shipped to them? Because this is really good to have by your heat element overhead so you can kind of see that diagram. It's so good.
So this is the cheat sheet that you're going to be getting. It tells you your times for your convection oven, mug press, temperatures, tumblers, all of the good stuff, how long you need to press it, the temperature you need to press it, the pressure on some instances.
So good.
Yes. So we absolutely love this.
We will also add a link to the spray after the show.
Yes, we will, because that was one of those things. I didn't get the spray until
recently. I mean,
yeah, pretty recently.
Yeah.
And I did this project quite a while ago, so it was one of those things. I thought I had added it, but you know.
You're good.
Between everything else.
Tara just joined Sublimation Course. Yay! Welcome, Tara. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Okay, so we're
Can't
just
wait to get you that free gift.
We're just gonna get this cut out and weeded, and then I promise I want to be a good steward of your all's time.
Oh my gosh, somebody said, can we purchase the cheat sheet? You gotta get in the program. If you think you wanna do sublimation without me, like we give so much value. Like we over deliver every program we create, and we only create, I mean, we only have 4 programs, and we only have like 2 big ones, like Design Make Sales big, Membership's big, right? Makers Gonna Sublimate is something we do because you all asked for it, as well as Maker U. But if you're, you know, people ask me, can I buy just your workbook? No, like that is curriculum that you need the training and the videos, because the cheat sheet only gives you a bit.
Right.
But if you get Sublimation today, we're sending it to you, a physical one with your gift. So yay.
Okay, so keeping in mind and being good stewards of your time, we are going to show you how to layer this, because I think most of us know how to put HTV on different materials. So we are just going to layer onto this photo. And what you can do is we are going to go back, find this. We're going to go back to Design Space. I'm going to cancel this cut, and we're going to go back to our image. I had to do this after I cut everything to remember where I placed all my stuff. So I pulled my image back in, and I realized that Blakely down here in the corner is the one that got the bigger Santa hat, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm placing the Santa hat here, the white layer first, okay? Because the solid layer is gonna be first. We have our mini easy press on a heat setting of 2, and we're just going to lay this down. Does not take it very long. Peels, that is a hot peel, and then we are going to lay our red layer on top, and then press it down. Once again, only takes a few seconds, and boom.
Amazing.
That's it, and then you just rinse and repeat for everyone else.
And this cheat sheet, the digital version, will be added to Maker's Gonna Sublimate. So if you need a digital copy, anything like that, this will be in there. This is going to be added. I don't know if it was added or not, but if it's not, we will add it. I will talk to my operations officer right now.
And so, yeah, that is pretty much it. We're just weeding one more Santa hat to show you guys one more time how to layer that HTV on top of each other. We've got our white layer down, and then we're just gonna come in with our red layer here. And then just lay this down, peel it up, boom.
Love it.
And that's it. You will finish with all of the other layers. Once again, I've got this scarf. Now, the scarf is one of the ones that we did not talk about, but that will be, I actually kind of like rigged this file. We've got to fix it.
We're gonna update the file this afternoon.
Yeah, we're gonna update the file, but like the scarf I placed here.
What is preventing the Sublimation ink for reactivating when adding HTV?
Because, so the reason that it's not reactivating is because, first of all, this is not really hot enough, and it's not on this long enough to make a difference.
Yeah.
So it may be like heating it up just a little bit, but the HTV, remember, I'm pretty sure the medium setting on the Mini Easy Press, correct me if I'm wrong, Tanner, is between like low 300s to like 285.
So like the first one's like low 300s, the second's like 350, and that third one is like 400.
Okay, so remember we sublimated on, it was what? My sweet spot for sublimation is 385.
Love 385.
That's my sweet spot. I have tried to sublimate at 350. It just didn't really work.
Yeah, you don't get that same quality.
But it's not good, so.
Yes, I totally agree, but you will love it. I mean, there's so much to learn, and I know a lot of you here are like, oh my gosh, now I want to get into sublimation. We don't have literally the time in our life to teach just sublimation to you all. That could be a whole channel of its own. Lauren, an hour and a half.
I'm sweating, but standing beside that heat press with this sweatshirt on and these lights on me, y'all, I am sweaty.
Lauren was hot for today.
Oh,
it's so good. We can't let Lauren not make it until day 3 of boot camp because she has a lot of energy bundled up. We love it. So let's talk about why, so sublimation we get to touch on, I mean, a few times a month when it could have its own channel. Like we could make Maker's Gonna Sublimate its own like membership, but we don't do that. So the way that we get to serve you is joining Maker's Gonna Sublimate the course. We update it, as we see fit. We have that bonus for you today, but it is super, super fun, and it is going to be really, really, really great.
Yeah, there are so many people out there who just do sublimation, and when I tell you guys, I could sit at my craft table and do nothing but sublimation, testing out different materials to sublimate on, different things to add to our blanks so that we can sublimate on them, which is another thing. Like I tested adding polyacrylic. Y'all are gonna think I'm insane. Like I was testing adding polyacrylic to leather to see if I could sublimate on the leather. I was adding it to literally anything I could get my hands on to see if it would work.
Yeah. So we want you to come back. If you love sublimation, we want you to come back 2 Wednesdays from now on the 16th. We are going to give you the updates. So there'll be 100 new files joined into Maker's Gonna Sublimate. There's gonna be 7 new training videos, which will mean that there's over 300 files to Maker's Gonna Sublimate, and it's gonna be really, really good. So we cannot wait. If you wanna see a sneak peek, you know what? I'm gonna go over to the share screen. Sadie, will you pop up the share screen again? Let's go over there. I wanna show you all a sneak peek of the files. I totally even forgot this was option. We don't usually sneak our programs on the sales page, but if you go over to makersgonnalearn.com/sublimate, you don't use a coupon code, which is great, so you don't have to add anything, but it is $70 off. My team just gave you that discount. We don't like to have so many coupon codes to talk about.
Right.
But here, we're going to teach you how to sublimate the easy way. You're going to make amazing projects that are long-lasting, professional. Y'all, if you want to sell something and you don't feel comfortable selling your Cricut crafts, you will die when you get into sublimation, because this will change the game. For the startup cost, I think you'll be really impressed with the amount you can do sublimating compared to Cricut, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
Like, honestly. Our course promise is that you're going to get all of this is your investment today. So this program is normally $197. It's $70 off at $127. You can do one payment or you can do 2 payments. We have tons of projects that you're going to recreate right away. We're going to teach you all of these different, this is your course overview, converting printers, all of this. Remember, we're adding more to it, which is incredible. You're also getting a corresponding ebook. You're getting 200 plus sublimation files, but again, we're adding 100. And here's a sneak peek of all the sublimation files. So we have so many that are like good to go, bleach your shirt, anything like that, add your file. We have patterns that are so awesome. And I want to tell a story about the patterns. So Makers Gonna Learn has evolved a lot, and some of these patterns were actually exclusive patterned heat transfer vinyl in 2019 when we had a program that didn't continue. So we pulled these out of our archives and gave them to our sublimation students. You also can see we have some really cool Canva templates that you get. There's all of these that are available, customization, and so much more. So you get that plus 100 new ones coming to the program. So that's just a little sneak peek at the 200. Obviously, not all 200. So if you already have the course, even better, my friends, you're going to get it today. You're going to get this today. So if you're ready to join, just click on this. You get to say, sign me up. If you have a Makers Gonna Learn account, use that so it's all under one. Or you can, just purchase this today and get started. You'll have instant access, which is beautiful.
Right.
An hour-and-a-half show. Tomorrow, we're going to announce the giveaway winner for the printer tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're giving away a printer. All you have to do is comment.
All you have to do is comment. If you are rewatching, comment on the rewatch. Very simple. If you have been here and you have commented, you are entered to win.
Yes. If you're watching a recording,
make sure you comment below. You will be entered to win as well. So make sure you don't miss out, because this printer could be a game changer. Like, it could make or break. I mean, it could be a game changer for you guys.
Somebody's getting it.
Somebody is for sure getting it, for sure.
And how you're going to find out, you're going to have to be here at the top of the show tomorrow at noon Eastern. Because tomorrow's project is it, which one is it?
Tomorrow's project is the Explosion gift box. So we did a version of the Explosion gift box last year that you all were obsessed with. So we kind of tweaked it so it's a little different. This is also a Dollar Tree craft. Alicia is on it with these Dollar Tree crafts, y'all. All of the, I'm pretty sure all of this stuff came from Dollar Tree that she's making. I know the box for sure did.
There's a lot of Dollar Tree
The craft paper may not have, but the box came from Dollar Tree. So make sure you are here for that one. And then Friday, Tanner and I are going to be making an arabesque tile ornament. We made one using sublimation last week, but this week we are using the same ornament on Friday and using vinyl
but it
to
doesn't
add
stop
to
there.
it. And then you're going to be able to make a box, a paper box that you can gift it with. That has the arabesque cutout so you can see the ornament through the box.
It's a little extra and you're going to want to remake it. Like, it's going to be so good. So yes, today's winner, it was Connie Milton. She won the $100 Amazon gift card. So congratulations, Connie. I know you're here earlier. I hope you're still here. Be sure to email us, and we're so excited. Nervous about sublimation, but I want to try it now. Excited. Honestly, with us helping you, there's nothing to be nervous about because the roadblocks get smoothed out.
Yes.
The printer's a big roadblock. The software's a big roadblock. The physical setup potentially can be a roadblock.
Yes.
But those are the 3 roadblocks. Once you get the printer going,
Yes.
you just never let it stop. Like you'll just keep using it. So do you all have any other questions before we head out today? This has been such a great time together. Do you have membership questions, sublimation questions, anything? Now is your time. Does the sublimation course cover infusible ink? Sally, we do not teach infusible ink inside there. What it is it's a printed sheet of sublimation paper.
Yes.
And you can cut it. I personally don't use infusible ink a lot. It's not a product that I am really impressed by.
Basically, so let's go back and talk about this. Infusible ink is pre-printed pieces of sublimation ink and paper already printed. Now, if you were to print something with sublimation ink and let the paper sit, yes, it will be fine, through 2 or 3 weeks down the road. But who's to say how long that was printed?
Yeah.
Like, how long ago was that printed when you bought it off the shelf? Was it printed 6 months ago?
Yes.
Was it printed a year ago? Like, how long has it been sitting there? And it's kind of one of those things, like, it's going to break down over time. So it doesn't give you as crisp, but if you are not sure about sublimation, you want to try it out, you just want to say, hey, I just want to test it, and I don't want to spend a lot of money to see if I like it, it's an okay place to start.
Yeah, but again, it's nothing I don't think I would use, because the patterns, there's no customization. Like, the beauty of sublimation is so custom and things like that. So we had some questions. For the sublimation offer, we're sending you mystery supply blanks and your cheat sheet guide if you join the program now for $70 off. There are limited supply of these.
Yes.
So I can't guarantee you this, like all the bundle, but I can guarantee you the $70 off. So get in there if you need it. If you are sublimating a larger image, taped together, heating sections, will there be ghosting? Kirsten, there is potential for ghosting when you're doing that larger press.
I have a few things to say.
We have a lot to say today.
I know. Okay, first of all, I want to backtrack. I'm going to answer your question, but I want to backtrack. There is also the blanks that you're going to be getting if you purchase the sublimation course. We have a video corresponding teaching you how to use each blank.
Which is amazing.
Keep that in mind. Back to your question. If you tape your image together and you get ghosting, y'all, I'm just telling you, I sublimated and I used that spray, and I had to, because our large format printer quit working, and I was in the middle of making someone a sweatshirt. Like, that's how important it was. Like, I had to make them a sweatshirt. It had to be done. And we only had an 8.5 by 14. And so I was like, what am I gonna do? So I got in there and I separated the image up. I used that spray and I tacked it together. 0 ghosting.
Wow. So a lot of times when you're using the tape, the image isn't secured down.
Yes.
So the heat isn't as much as a problem as moving the image around.
Yes.
So like there's multiple things that could cause it. So yeah, spray fixes that ghosting. So that's really cool, Kirsten.
I was
What's
like,
the name
what?
of the spray?
Conde, C-O-N-D-E with the little thing on the top of it. I get it from Bradshaw Blanks. That's where I have purchased it before because I know I've talked about it on here. I went to their website. I was just going to order it straight from the manufacturer. You can get it, and it was like asking me like, where is the best freight pickup location? I'm like, I don't know.
That's so funny.
USPS needs to pull up to my door and give it to me.
Yeah.
So I found a kind of like a third-party vendor.
Cool.
They are a small business, so
yeah.
Small business supporting small business.
Love it.
So I just got it from Bradshaw Blanks. They must have like a warehouse where they can get the freight orders in and then send them out individually.
Yeah.
It wasn't really any more expensive, maybe like $1, but it's worth it to
Yeah.
And get it through someone else.
She says, tell me about Maker U. I have all the other courses. So Cheryl, you're amazing. Maker University is 20 advanced level projects. It is like its own university. If you complete one project out of all 4 modules, which there's design space, paper, textiles, and what do we call wood? It's timber.
Timber, yeah.
If you complete
Timber
one
crafts.
project from each module, we will send you a diploma. So we take this very serious. You get to see the whole team in the program. There's some really great projects. I mean, in all areas, you're going to be challenged, but in a great way. And it's $50 off, and you get a bonus water bottle if you join for Maker U for your first day. So that information's down below. Yay, just signed up for Maker's Gonna Sublimate. Go Renee.
So excited.
Love you, love it, love it, love it. Can you please help with the tutorial on how to color correct your screen on a MacBook? Melissa, do you have Maker's Gonna Sublimate?
Is it color correct the actual screen or the
Yeah, I don't.
printer stuff?
I don't think your Mac screen should be.
I don't know.
I'm not heard of that. Megan Ark says Maker U is by far my favorite thing Makers Gonna Learn has ever done.
We've had so many people asking for sophomore year.
Yeah.
Y'all are gonna push us, like because you all are wanting to be pushed.
Yeah,
You're gonna push us to get out of our comfort zone.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's super fun. But yeah, if you've never been to Maker U, it's really fun. And if you are here and ready to take that next step and join the community and craft with us for a whole year, membership is your best bet. But Sublimation Course is so good to help you in that sublimation area. So a very cool diploma, our friend said. So yay, so much fun. Y'all.
An hour and 45 minutes.
So good.
Love
it. It is so good. And Cheryl, I'll answer your question. Megan does have all our other programs. Megan's awesome.
Yeah.
So if Megan loved it, I think you'll love it too.
Absolutely.
I mean, I'm not telling you it's gonna be.
It's not easy.
It's advanced. Like these are advanced projects, and the way we talk about it is we push the machine to do the best that it can do, the best quality it can do. So we're super, super excited for that. So yay, oh my gosh. Thanks guys for spending that extra time with us. We will see you back here at 12 Eastern tomorrow for the winner of that SureColor printer.
Yay.
Awesome. Well, guys, get any of your gifts you need. Take advantage of the supply list down below, and it is going to be so much fun. So thanks, guys. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.